family. How's it going? Humid one today. A little bit of ripples on the water. It's going to be hot. It's probably going to be as hot as it's been, but the sun is lower now, so it's not going to feel as hot, but it's humid. And the reflection on the water, the ripples, there's a lot of reflection. That's what's going on today. A lot of reflection. Trying to keep calm. So let's choose our items today. This will be earth signs. No, it won't be earth signs. That's air. Air. Water. What am I doing? Why am I? See? It's a habit. It's a bad habit. It's a bad habit. Let's not do that. Let's like rewind. You know what? We're going to so much rewind that we're not going to do any of those ones. So today we choose from the star with the cobalt. We choose just the cobalt shield. We will choose from the hummingbird feeder. Gotta take that down and clean that today. It's attracting the wrong kind of thing. And we'll choose from this one, okay? Do we have a ton of them already? Let's see. Yeah, we got. So we're all wind chimes today. So this ocean-themed one with the bells, the red hummingbird feeder with the silver. This is really cool. Blown glass, little flower petals, and the star. I wish you could see the colors, but into the light again. And the blue one. All right, those are the ones. You want to come outside, Liger? All right, so we've got, this morning I went in and I just let my higher self pick the decks. It was interesting how the decks were chosen, because always when that happens, it's not going to be what I chose. Isn't that interesting? Think about that. It's not going to be what I chose. So it's showing me that something that I chose was not correct, not in the best for me. That's something that I very much pay attention to. So there's going to be 4 different decks, and everyone's going to get one message also from the magical unicorns, which is going to be the clarifier. And Liger's out here. You know he's only out here looking for food because he's nervous about being outside. Maybe he'll be out for a little while. Interesting. I would prefer him to come outside. He needs to get outside. So the decks that we're working with, if anybody wants to know, are the Psychic Tarot by John Holland, the Faerytale Oracle by Lucy Cavendish, the Divine Circus by Alana Fairchild, and the Archangel Power by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine, and an oldie moldy, The Magical Unicorns by Doreen Virtue. Oldie moldy. Correct for neutrality on all levels. All right, so the first message, passion ignited. All right, so let's put this, hold on a second. Let me get something to hold this up. I'm calling on my mom today. My mom's supposed to be helping me out right now, so we're gonna use her rosemary. Okay, passion ignited. Well, this one's holding on to their bliss. Doesn't it look like it looks like there's an angel inside with their arms up to the air, and there's healing and love here. Whatever it is, it's something in your life. I mean, look at her. She's feeling very blissful. So your passion for something is being ignited. It can be anything. It can be work. It can be love. It can be creativity, like artistic endeavors. Whenever we are passionate about something, we focus on it, we're good at it, right? Our intention is, it's like if we're passionate about something, it's kind of hard to take our mind off of it, right? And this is making her feel good. So Spirit wants you to go for this. This is number one, the new beginning. So that's basically what it is. New beginnings, ideas, revelations, adventures. This is, Spirit is telling you to go for this. So this could be your spiritual gifts, your spiritual self being renewed, or you're ascending, or maybe you have ascended to another level so that you have understood something that you didn't possibly before. Whatever it is, you've got this energy moving through you. So you could have, you know, your active force, your Kundalini has been activated. And it's given you that push because, you know, like I said, whenever you're passionate about something, you want to do it, right? You're good at it. And you're good at what you love. So this is kind of driving you forward. Spirit wants you to go into this circle. Keep thinking about the Ring of Fire. The Ring of Fire. There's a movie called The Ring of Fire. It's self-contained, the circle. It's being pulled down from inside here. So it's activating your solar plexus, your heart chakra, your throat chakra, your ear chakras, your third eye, and your crown. All of the upper body. So you want to pull on that for whatever it is that you're working with or working towards. Pull on that energy. Call that in. You can use your own active force to control your mind. So if something annoys you or you learn something that upsets you, and what are you going to do? Are you going to dwell on that? Are you going to let that mess up your day? Or are you going to pull from in here and say, you know what? Take that annoyance, take that irritation, take that anger, take whatever it is and use it purposefully. Use it for yourself. Take it. Somebody did something that was shitty, manipulative, abusive, aggressive. Instead of allowing it to burn you up inside, use that. Use that power. Pull it down into your gut. Recircle it. And then you focus it out in the direction that you want it to go. Tap into that. When you have that energy and you know how to use that energy and you emanate that, it affects everyone around you in a positive way. That's what we want to do. It doesn't matter what they do, it's what you do. Did you see that butterfly? I think that one was black and orange. So think about that. It's exactly perfect timing for our message. So something really shitty, something really aggressive, something really abusive, something really rotten. That's the dark. Or your own negative thoughts, your own fear, your own doubt, your own worry. Pull it in. Pull it in. Stuff it down. Ignite your sacral chakra, because that butterfly was orange and black, just like this creative energy. Ignite that and then use it. Use it for yourself. Turn it around. And then when the fire is in there, it burns off all of the negativity, and now you're transmuting that. See the healing? You're doing it yourself. You're transmuting it. And now, when the vultures are at my door and they're saying, you're out of time, you rise. That's when you become your own phoenix. And now you turn it into bliss, and you use that energy to move yourself forward. It's not your worry. Let them deal with their own karma. It's not your thing. You're going to emanate joy, and you're going to emanate that spark, and that you're going to use it. You're going to use it. Whatever they throw at you, you can use it. You can stuff it down here, repurpose it, heal it, transmute it, boom, back into your own white light. And now it's power. That's your secret. People wondering, how can you do that? But you're listening to your higher self, and that's what Spirit says for you to do. What's the song? Yeah, I don't want to hear that song. All right, so now we go to the magical unicorns. What's the message for you? To clarify. This was the star, by the way. Actually, no, it wasn't. It was the disc. It was the big blue disc. This is the first one. Your message is be thankful. So here's this one holding on to her orphan kitty. And you're to be thankful for what you've got in your life. Focus on that. She's got this big palace up there on the hill, that big castle on the hill, but that's not what this one's holding on to. This one's holding on to their animal, their little pet, that little one that's been there for you. No matter what's been going on or what you've been feeling, that little one is there to comfort you. That's your best friend, and there's your loyal steed right next to you. I believe that this is your highest self. This is your best friend. This is your highest self. This is you. Not focusing on the riches of the world. That one's focusing on love. That one's focusing on care. I'm grateful for what she's got. I'm grateful for this company. Think about all the things, the people, the animals, everything in your life that you're grateful for at this time. Because a grateful heart is a breeding ground for manifestation. Also, we want to think about positive things. You know what? Let go of all the other crap. Let it go. You can't control it anyway, and everything's happening for a reason. So just focus on what you have to be grateful for. I've got a beautiful little peaceful place. No matter who's doing what on the outside, where I am right now, it's safe, it's calm, it's peaceful. I don't really care what other people think of me in here. I'm happy here. I've got my sweet little kitty. I've got Liger. It's a beautiful day. I've got a landlord who's very, very generous and very helpful. I'm healthy. Spirit's on my side. I don't really care about anyone else right now. I'm just grateful for all the things in my life. I'm not going to focus on what I don't have. I'm going to focus on what I do have. No matter what. Spirit wants us to understand that we choose our thoughts. We can choose to be upset. We can choose to get flustered. We can choose to get our buttons pushed. And then the ones that are trying to push our buttons, they get what they want. And we've lost our feeling of peace. A true master finds peace amid chaos. No matter what you do or say, it's not going to affect me because I get to choose how I feel in the morning. And when you have that kind of energy, you emanate that kind of energy, you can turn roaring lions into pussycats. And the ones that you don't want to be around anyway. So when you have this kind of feeling of happiness and inner peace on your own, when you do things for people, you do it because you want to, not because you're being forced to. It comes from a genuine place. That's a gift. When you do things for people because you're forced, you have no options. There's hate in that. There's sickness in that. It's not good. There are people that want to be friends with you. They want to help you. So then say thank you. When someone compliments you, say thank you. When you're sitting here thinking of all the things that you should be grateful for, you're not sitting here feeling sorry for yourself. You're not full of self-pity. You're not a martyr. You're not dwelling on any of that. You're dwelling on all the good. People like that, you avoid, like the plague. You're a black rain cloud. I don't want you anywhere around me, raining on my day. Thank you very much. I'd rather be alone. People don't understand why you avoid them, why you walk away from them. The energy that they emit is negative. They don't get it. It's interesting. They're the ones that are making themselves that way. They're choosing that, right? They can change their mind. They lose. They think that they're maybe being powerful because they're manipulating and controlling, but they're not. They lose their power. They're leaking their power out daily because they're focusing on the fact that they have to take in order to get. Love is given. Friendship is given. It's not something that you force, that you grab, that you take, that you steal, right? That you manipulate and lie in order to get. That's a hollow victory. So count your blessings and be grateful for what you have. That because what you have is supposed to be yours. Don't be reaching for what isn't yours. Think of it as something that's going to burn your hands. It's going to make you sick and toxic. You focus on all of the good. And be grateful and say, you know what? I'm taken care of. Life gives to me happily. It wants to give to me. Because the universe knows that I am a cheerful giver and I'm a cheerful receiver. I'm grateful for what I have. When somebody's grateful for what you give them and for a compliment and they react in that kind of way, you want to give more. You want to do things for people that are happy. That, you know what I mean? You do something for somebody and they're like, wow, that is so cool. Thank you so much. They really appreciate that, right? And when somebody appreciates something that you do, it makes you feel good. It makes you want to give more. When you do something for somebody because they're demanding it, you resent them. It festers inside, right? It's like, yuck, man. I'm only doing this because it's like working for a boss that you can't stand. You're getting a paycheck, but you know what? I don't like you. I would never choose you to be my friend, ever. Wouldn't you rather be the boss that people like? They want to do a good job for you. It's like a dog. You can train a dog, right, to serve you. You can whip a dog. You can chain a dog. You can put a spike collar digging into its neck. It'll do what you want because it's afraid of you. You own it. You don't want to own your friends, your employees, your lovers. Wow, how disrespectful is that? You want somebody to be with you because they long to be with you. Your energy is loving and peaceful and generous, and you feel comfortable. They feel comfortable with you. That's the energy that we want to emit. Anybody that has anything less than that, I feel sorry for them. But you know what? Don't dwell on it. Move your own way. And the more you believe that life brings to you what you deserve, the more you'll see it. I draw beautiful people into my life. I draw grateful people into my life. I said to Spirit yesterday, you know, I was tired, and I said, you know what I could really use? I could really use some calls today from people that I can give some good news to. Give me those ones. And I got that. I got to give the most amazing messages. And I told this one person, I mean, their reading was unbelievable, and they were so excited. And I'm like, you know what? I got to tell you the truth. I asked about 10 minutes ago to be the one that was chosen to give somebody some really good news. And I said, and you're the call. So thanks for calling. And she's like, man, it was awesome. I was so excited. And I'm asking for that today too. Please draw to me the people that are going to get a good message. Choose me to give the good message, right? I want to do that. I don't want to give the shitty messages. Sometimes we have to, but you know, right now I could use that. So I choose that, right? I align with what I'm asking for. And then I was grateful. When I got those calls, every time I get a call like that, I'm like, thank you. Thank you for that one. That was great. Thank you. Bring more. And then they will. So at, what time is it? 17 minutes and 35 seconds. Well, give me a second because I want to shuffle these cards a little bit. I already have, but when they sit here, I feel like they get stale. I want to shuffle them again. Six doves just flew over my head. Let's see if they fly around again. I think they will. Six is telling you, don't be so focused on the material, right? The material world, even just the material world itself. Like people, you know, if there's shitty people around you or negativity around you, don't focus on the planet. Focus on the animals. Focus on nature. Focus on spiritual thoughts. Keep your thoughts focused in that direction. When something goes yuck, leave. Take your mind right out of it. There they are. I can. Their shadow is going above me. Where are they? Here they are. Oh, now there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, 7. That's awesome. You're on the right path with those thoughts. And you're on the right path, and it'll exceed your expectations. So right on, see? You send out positive, optimistic thoughts, and you're going to get back even better. So at 18 minutes and 53 seconds. Whoa, that was an afterthought. Justice. Right on. Justice. Gotta like that. So for the star, fight for justice and equality. Don't give up. Right now, the scales aren't equally balanced, but they will be. They will be. This ruling magistrate, whoever this is, they're being guided by an angel. Archangel Raguel. And whatever you're dealing with, whatever issues you're going through, if you're in a court debate, if you're in a situation where there's a choice between you and someone else, it goes in your favor. This is also a message, however, to do the right thing for the right reason. If you're not doing the right, so if you're sitting here listening going right on, but you're not doing the right thing, you're the one that's being manipulative, do understand it will not go in your favor. This card is for the ones who are doing the right thing. the ones who are following their soul's path, the ones who are following Spirit's guidance, they will have the ruling made in their favor. So don't give up if you're doing the right thing. And if you're not, I'd change your tune real quick, because you can scoff now, but you won't be laughing later. So any court cases or any settlements, any issues that anyone else, like a third party, is dealing with right now, someone else is, like, it's out of your hands, ask Archangel Raguel to help you. And they can restore balance between anybody that's involved in this situation. It doesn't even have to be a court situation. It could be, you know, between partners. It could be issues between family members, friends. It's basically telling you that you can bring about the positive results. You are the one that needs to be fair. You are the one that needs to carefully choose the decisions that you're going to make at this time. And realize that if this is someone else making a decision, it will be a fair decision. Even if you feel at the time that it should have gone in a different direction, it will be fair. So right now, if you're the one that's trying to make a decision about something, Spirit wants you to come from a place of kindness and justice. They want you to not be emotional at this time. They want you to use your head. Be logical. What is a logical thing to do right now? It's also talking about legal papers coming to you, and if they are, pay very close attention to them. Review them very, very carefully. But this is assurance that the right decision is going to be made. You will have an infinite supply of whatever that you need. So let's get the clarifier for this message. Correct for neutrality on all levels. What's the message? Healer, you have the power to help and heal others. So going along with this message, you be the one. You can affect change in a situation. You can come from a place of non-judgment. You can come from a place of kindness. Think about other people. You can bring healing to a situation. You have the power. This little unicorn is struggling, and this fairy angel is putting her hands on them. The energy exchanged is a healing energy. So this is a message to you that you are a healer. Maybe you don't realize that you are. Or maybe you haven't been using your own healing abilities. Healer, heal thyself. Maybe this is an aspect of you. Use your own healing abilities on you. It starts with your thoughts and your words that you speak. Treat yourself with gentle care, like you would that newborn unicorn. That's you. If you're a connected person and you're a healer, treat yourself that way. Right now, there's a lot of that needed. Self-care. There's a lot of green and love and healing and goodness. So don't send out anger. And my mom said to me when I asked my mother about what was going on, right? I'm like, this is what's going on. These people are pretending to be other people. They're trying to manipulate circumstances. And what I got was, who cares what they're doing? Doesn't matter what they're doing. You come from a place of integrity and honor. You conduct yourself in a manner that you can be proud of yourself. What would love say? What would love do? You do that. Doesn't matter what they do. Let that be on them. You're a healer. So use your healing power. And you're not alone, because Spirit's giving you that energy. You can help animals. I work with Lily, right, in Liger. I heal my animals. I send Reiki healing through my animals to other people. I do long-distance Reiki healing. Sometimes people are healing just in the way that their demeanor is. They've got a calming energy that heals situations, right? You can return anger for anger, and that just ignites fire and makes things worse. Or you can just keep calm and ask that love pervade that situation, whatever it is. You ask that love turns the hearts of the ones involved. At the very least, that they would just let things go, right? Maybe they aren't going to turn around and be your friend, but that's okay. I ask that love pervade this situation so that it diffuses the anger. Because usually, anger comes from fear or sadness, a loss of control. That's why they try to control others. They don't have control over their own lives, so they try and control others. So ask that love heal this situation to the place where you can remove yourself from it. Maybe you're supposed to take a course of some sort. Do you have that healing energy? You just lost your job. Why don't you focus on doing something with that? People have told you that, haven't they? That they can feel that energy coming from you. Yeah, but I'm not the typical. I'm a big guy. I look like a freaking biker, like a motorcycle gang guy. So what? It means you're strong, right? You'd probably be an amazing massage therapist. You can use that healing energy to bring peace to people. Think about it. Think about switching careers if you have that peaceful energy. Ask Spirit to help you, to guide you to what maybe classes you should take. Maybe you could be a big brother or a big sister, counselor. You've been through a lot in your life. Who would know better than you? Why don't you turn your negative experiences around and turn it into something that can help people? And the more faith that you have that love heals, the more you will heal. It's true. So ask Spirit to increase your belief in that, your trust and faith. It's not all hoo-hoo. It's not. It's real. Love can heal anything. Bullies. Love can heal angry people, afraid people. It can. It can. And you can do anything you set your mind to. So think about that when you're making your choices, right? When you're trying to decide somebody's fate. Maybe you're in control of somebody and you have the ability to let them go. You know that they're not happy. Why don't you release them? Why don't you do the right thing? You see, you've got the ability to help somebody that's struggled, somebody that's maybe messed up, but you've got the ability to help them. Why don't you do that? Why don't you be the bigger person that you show yourself to be? What a wonderful example that would be. Wow. That's something to be proud of. That's something you can talk to your grandkids about and feel good about yourself. So now we're going to go to the Faerytale Oracle. We're going to go to, who's next? Who's next, Lily? Who's next, Mama's chicken? Hi, honey. Hi. Are you eating up all your rosemary? Is that making you feel better? Is it? Yeah. He's so soft. Just like a rabbit. Okay, we're going to use that one next. The nautical theme. So whoever chose that, I chose that one. I like that one a lot. My best friend gave me that. My best friend Diane in Wisconsin. What other one do I want to choose? I think the star was mine too. I like the star. Okay. All right, at 28 minutes and 58 seconds. The Nixie of Mill Pond. Memory. It's been a lot about ponds lately. Ooh, right when I say that, I see a big military plane flying at us. That's a big one. So, the Nixie of Mill Pond. What is the number? 41. 4 and 1 is 5. There's a significant change occurring in your life right now, always for the better. Good idea to call upon Spirit for help with those changes. Look at those fuchsias. My mom loved fuchsias. They hang down. I don't have fuchsias. I wonder why I don't have fuchsias here. So, this is a little one. This is about memory. This little one was crying, calling out to her beloved, calling him by name, but there was no answer. She ran across the other side of the pond and called him again. She was so angry that she wasn't getting a response that she cursed the little fairies. But still, no answer. The water just remained very calm. So this tale is talking to us about what we have to be careful about. We have to be careful of giving promises without knowing who we gave our promise to. And what is it that we've given up in order to give that promise? Did we have to give something up? And then, when you try to avoid keeping that promise, then there's pain, or maybe a consequence, because you're not in line with your word. You've given your word to something. So that's why be careful about when you give a promise. That's why when you have contracts to sign, you know, make sure you know what you're in for. Like yesterday, I went to get my iPhone fixed. I talked to somebody online. I called the company. I called Apple. They told me it would be $29 to fix my iPhone. I said, okay. I went down there. They made my appointment. I said, are you sure? Yep, you're under warranty. Not a problem. Okay. So I got there, and when they came up, they said, here, will you sign here? So I signed it. You know, all it said was just a line with a signature line, right? I didn't read anything there. There was nothing really on there. It was just sign your name here. So I did. And then they come up and they're like, okay, that'll be $167 or something. And I'm like, what? And then the person said, did you read what you signed? And I said, there was nothing there but just a line, a signature line. Don't sign anything. Don't sign on the dotted line if you don't know what you're signing. Because I was bound to pay $167 plus tax. So, and if I didn't want it, if I said, no, I'm not going to do it, well, then they were going to put the broken screen back on my phone, or, you know, I signed it. So then it looks like I'm the stupid one. Why didn't you? And I said, well, because I was told this. Well, when the paperwork came in front of you, just because somebody told you that, someone else told you that, but when you went to get the work done, there was something you had to sign for that. So make sure. So this story is talking about a man, and he gave his word to this little fairy. And then he realized what he did was he had given his word to give his son, his newborn son, to this fairy for what she did for him. And he didn't want that, of course, so he tried everything he could do to keep his son away from her. And he warned his son, don't go near that water. Don't go near that pond. Water, you think about water. Water is emotion, right? He tried to teach his son not to feel. Don't remember. Don't love. Keep your feelings cold. Keep your feelings contained. But you can't do that. You can't keep your feelings inside. You can't not remember someone or something. There's no... So basically, this story, you know, he tried to undo what he had done. And there's no stopping. There's no avoiding keeping your word in one way or another. So the miller's son, he was an enchanted one. And he was blinded by this enchantment to his true love, because he had come in contact with that one that the father tried to keep him away from. Finally, he was able to realize who he was, and he was able to recognize his true love, because he had positive help on his side. Spirit was on his side. And he realized that that was good energy, good magic. It wasn't negative energy. It was positive. It was loving. And that love was increased. He was taught that with the help of good energy, with positive spiritual magic, that love would be sustained. And he found out that to remember would be like music to him. And that music that he was brought helped him remember the one that he truthfully loved and see that lover again, the one that he'd been blinded to. So when this message comes forward, you're being given a very clear message that there's an emotional situation that you're not going to be able to avoid, and you really can't control your feelings. right? You can't control love. You can't control thinking about someone. But you've been trying to. You've been trying to. You've been trying to control your own feelings. You've been trying to not feel this emotional situation. You've been trying to avoid it. But if you face whatever this is that you've been trying to avoid, you're going to free yourself from this binding curse, whatever this has been that's been put upon you. But you have to allow yourself to feel. You have to be the one to create your own emotional change in your life. You choose what it's going to be. Don't allow what was done before to dictate to you how your life is going to be. You have to persevere, and you're going to be tested. But when you look at the emotions that you've been avoiding, and that means everything, the sadness, the happiness, the joy, when you realize that and you feel that, and you connect with people that do so, that's your soul family. So this message is about being afraid of your emotions, avoiding emotional connections, avoiding emotional situations. It's like someone's blinded your memory. You've been unable to connect with the ones that you once loved. But it's also about a recovery and recognizing. And it comes through effort. You have to work through it. There was separation and there was loss. But now you're going to search out your true nature, and you're going to go after your memories and your love, and you're going to allow yourself to feel again. Because you get to choose. I choose love. I choose peace. I choose happiness. It's not about what your father chose or that wicked one chose to bind you with. It's about moving forward now, allowing yourself again to feel and live the life you're meant to have. So what is the clarifier for this message? How interesting. I gotta show you guys this. So there's a card mixed in here, and that's where it landed. Diversity. And it's upside down. So this one's got all of these choices in front of them. She's holding one in her hand. It's just barely opened, but it was upside down, and it's kind of like you've got all these choices, but you don't want to look at them. And again, the number 5, significant change happening in your life. There you are up in your castle on the hill with all these options in front of you. You've got knowledge. You've got information that you could look into, but you're upside down in that. You're refusing to do it. Interesting. So I'm going to drop again, because that's just confirmation of that. You can choose to stay there or not. So teamwork. Work with others to make this situation come about. Don't be isolated up there in the castle on the hill with all your books of knowledge, and keep yourself busy with your work, but keep yourself isolated because you feel like you're safe there, but you're really not, because you're upside down, and really what you're doing is you're just the hanged man or the hanged woman. Yet all that information isn't going to keep you warm at night. So step out of that idea that you have to do everything by yourself and reach out to a friend. Reach out to that wise one. That wall that's between you, don't allow that wall to stay between you. Use it as a stepping stone to lift yourself up. It's always better when you work with somebody, when they're your friend. This one's reaching out to you as a friend. You can trust them. This is the one from the forest that doesn't trust anyone. But look at all the purple foxgloves on this side, or lupin. They look like lupin as well. And this is mallow. I love mallow. It's such a beautiful flower. It's beautiful on that side of the wall. Lonely out there, huh? This one's reaching their hand out. They want to be your friend. But you're not trusting. Why are you so mistrusting? Because of the things that have happened before? But this one is reaching out in love. Whatever the situation you're dealing with right now, Spirit says it will be resolved with the help of others. So reach out and ask a friend for help. Ask Spirit to help you. Like I said, I ask that love pervade this situation. To whatever to whatever extent it ends up happening, whether that means it's just enough for someone to be released and allow everyone to go their own way, stop the fight, maybe that's good enough. But we're asking that love pervade this situation. This one has been not wanting to feel. They've been taught that they shouldn't trust because of what has happened. But there is someone they can trust. Spirit is telling you. You need to be part of a team. We're on each other's team. The dogs will stay in chains. Everyone's competing for a love they will not receive. But we're on each other's team. I'm tired of being told to throw my hands up in the air. So there. We're on each other's team. Spirit says, wait till you're announced. We've not yet used all of our graces. The dogs will stay in chains. You are safe. You're hearing this. You know this. Trust it. Share your work. Don't be feeling like you've got to do it all up there. You can't do it all. You're upside down. You're over your head. You're over your head. So allow someone else to help. Maybe you need a partner. This is also about teamwork. This is also about thinking about other people's feelings. It's about thinking about the whole, not just yourself. Yeah, you could be the king of the castle up there, the queen of the castle. Make everyone do your bidding, and you've got. But look, you're lonely. You're by yourself up there. Do you like it being by yourself up there? Do you like the fact that you order everybody around and they do your bidding, but they only do it because they're afraid of you or because you pay them? Do you want to have to pay people to be your friends? That sucks. Try working as a team. Don't be the one that's working for this one. You know? Bringing all the information to this one. Finding the dirt, twisting things around so that you can... So this one can win some vicious, nasty game. What a shitty job. Dude, go work somewhere else where you're working for someone, for your boss that you like. Somebody who's doing good things. This person is clearly upside down. They have not got it together. They're drowning in their own self-loathing, self-pity. This is awesome. Be a good player. Be a good team player. When you're a good team player, you're not playing dirty. You're playing clean. You know what? When you're a good team player, you even cheer for the other side when they win. You know, good game. You know, at the end of the game, good game. You did that well. You played that well. Dang, man. I thought I had you, man, but you got me. I gotta give you props, man. You're a freaking amazing pitcher. You pitched a really good. You pitched a really good game. They won that contract, and you know what? They deserved it because they knew what they were doing. And then another message. When you're up here all by yourself, king of the, or queen of the castle, upside down. You're upside down because you're over your head. So why don't you let somebody else help you out? There are people that are qualified. They may not be king or queen status, but they've got abilities, they've got gifts. You can use them in an appropriate way. Why don't you give them a chance and allow them to be part of your team? In that way, not only are you delegating some of the work so that it's not so much for you, but you're helping someone. You could mentor somebody. Why don't you give your son a couple of those contracts? You don't need them all. Why don't you help him instead of fight him all the time? Or your nephew, or your niece. You've got a lot. You know what? Be the good queen. Be the good king that everybody wants to work for. What a happy kingdom that would be. Don't you want unity? Don't you want people to come visit you because they want to come visit you? Not because they're being ordered there? You got to think of a reason to get them to come there. Well, they need to do this. They need to do that. Wouldn't it be nice if you just got a phone call that they wanted to come see you? They missed you? I've had bosses, I've had teachers that I've gone back to visit because I love them. I miss them. I worked for a guy named Stu, barbershop. He owns a ton of them. He's a good guy. I like him. I don't work for him. I haven't worked for him for years. But I like him. He treats everybody very, very well. He gives his employees More. He goes above. My dad always did that. I'm thinking about my ex-husband, Ken. He's like that. He always gives more. I was taught that way growing up. Always give more than you're paid for. Always give more. That makes a really awesome team. Those people want to work for you, and they want to make you happy. They want your approval. Wouldn't you rather have somebody want your approval than fear you or hate you? They don't like you behind your back. They can smile to your face, but don't think that they're not inviting you to go do things, are they? Because they don't like you. So be the other person. You be the one to offer them help. Or maybe there's somebody, like I said, you're in a position to help somebody, help them. Well, they weren't very nice. Yeah, but you're not here to judge anyone, are you? That's what my mom said to me. It doesn't matter. You just do what you're supposed to do, and you do it in a nice way. Whether they get the lesson or not, it doesn't matter. That's not your job. But sometimes God uses a Moses to speak to a Pharaoh. And sometimes that Pharaoh changes. Wouldn't it be amazing if you could be someone that could be instrumental in changing somebody's perspective in a positive way? Dang, that's an awfully cool thing. Right? I think that's really cool. So, you got this card because maybe you need to offer someone else help. Or maybe you need someone to help you. Maybe you're being shown that you don't have to do it all by yourself. Maybe you were taught that you should be able to handle it on your own, but you don't have to. Spirit says, no, you don't. A wise king and queen delegates. They have a kingdom. They have subjects. They work for them. They have reasons. God has angels. They work for him. They work for us. They're our spiritual team. Work with them. Call on them to ask for their help. I do all the time. Help calm my energy. This morning I was annoyed when I first started this reading, wasn't I? I had to take that energy. That very first card was to take the feeling that I was feeling, suck it down into my sacral chakra, spin it around, burn off the annoyance, and then use that energy in a purposeful way and shoot it back up in a way so that it comes out the top of me through love. And it did. It worked. You think I did that all by myself? I didn't. I did that because Spirit brought the appropriate messages to me so that I could see those messages, so that I could transmute my own feelings. That's working as a team. Spirit will give us what we need. We just have to see it and work with it. Oh, this song makes me sad. All day staring at the ceiling, making shadows on the wall. All night, hearing voices telling me you should get some sleep because tomorrow might be good for something. Hold on, feeling like I'm headed for a breakdown. I don't know why. I'm not crazy. I'm just a little unwell. I know right now you can't tell, but stay a while, and then you'll see a different side of me. I'm not crazy. I'm just a little unwell. I know right now you don't care, but soon enough you're going to think of me and how I used to be. Me. Talking to myself in public. Dodges glances on the bus. I know people have been talking about me. I can hear them whisper. Makes me feel like there's something wrong with me. All the hours. Somehow, I feel like I've lost my mind. But I'm not crazy, I'm just a little unwell. So I listened to this song, and pretty soon they'll be coming to get me. Somebody has got suffering with depression and sadness and anxiety. And it's their own thoughts in their own mind that it's negative, and it's making them feel bad, and they feel like everyone's pointing fingers at them. But you know what? Everybody's so busy with their own lives that they're not. And if there are people that have been pointing fingers at you and talking about you behind your back, What does that say about them? They're not worth your concern. Everybody struggles. Everybody goes through things. And you know what? You may have worked yourself so hard, you worked yourself into a nervous breakdown. And you need to retreat, and you needed to give yourself some care. You were unwell because you pushed yourself too far. And this one's asking, stay a while and soon you'll see a different side of me. I'm not crazy. I'm just a little impaired. I know you don't care. But soon enough you'll see a different side of me and you'll remember me the way I used to be. Because what you need to do is you need to love yourself, and you need to give yourself time to heal. And you know what was wrong about the words in that? Was that no one cared. Because you know what? I do care. Always did. And there's always people that care, and Spirit's always cared. And sometimes we push ourselves so hard that we crack. We're so down on ourselves, and we start listening to it, the negative thoughts that our head is telling us. We talk ourselves into thinking there's something wrong with us, but there's not. You just need to be loved, and you just need to love yourself. You need to stop beating yourself up. Stop pushing yourself. Stop isolating yourself and feeling like nobody should be around you because you don't deserve it and they don't care. That's not true. There's someone reaching out for you. They want to help you. Spirit wants to help you. You were upside down. Your head was underwater. But you're okay now. You've retreated and you've healed. And now you're supposed to come back. Allow yourself to feel, because you've stopped feeling. It was easier for you not to feel. But that's living like a ghost. And you're stepping forward, and maybe you're nervous about that. But you need to remember who you are, where you came from. You chose this life. You came here to learn these lessons and realize that you could go through all of that and emerge and come back stronger than you were. Stronger than before you broke down. Before you lost faith in yourself, before you listened to nasty words of people that are just as broken as you were. That's why they are the way they are. Angry, bitter people are sad people. They're broken. But you've got someone reaching out to heal and help you. So don't let that wall keep you between you and another. Recognize that Spirit wants you to be on their team, and they're always there for you. Even if you have felt let down, you weren't fully trusting. You didn't. You gave up. Because you probably pushed yourself too far. You expected too much. And you broke. You couldn't do it. Maybe someone else pushed you, and you listened, and you were underneath the rule of some mean, aggressive, controlling person that was upside down in their own emotional waters. Maybe, you know what? Maybe there's no helping them. But there is helping you. Trust that Spirit wants to help you. Be a part of a team. Join a yoga group. Join a meditation group. Join an art class. Join a music class. Join a walking club, a hiking club. Join something where people are doing something that feels good, that you like. Go to a class in Sedona. God, I want to go home to Sedona. I really do. When you go places like that, you're finding people that hold that energy. You'll make new friends. I mean, if you join a biking club or a hiking club or a swimming club or an exercise class, you're meeting people and you're helping your body as well. And like I did this morning, instead of all that, you know what happens with the feeling that I had this morning when you don't transmute it and control it and turn it into something else? It comes out as a person like this, upside down. You come out and you're a different person than who you can be. You can be this. All you need to do is turn your thoughts around and be this. So work with Spirit to make that happen. Your angels are your team. So say, whenever you have a negative thought or feeling, or you're going to react in a bad way, ask for help. I've done that before. I've been upset and I've literally gotten up. Something happened between my twin and I one day. And I got mad, and I got up and I started to walk away, and I was walking around the room, and the look on his face, he kind of pursed his lips up like, ooh, she's mad. And I said in my head, just calm me down. Just fix this. Help me. Just calm me down. I don't want this to go sideways. I don't want this to go bad. This is all I wanted, was for him to be here. I don't want this to be a bad day. I want this to be a good day. And it did. The energy shifted. We can fuck things up for ourselves, or we can turn it around and we can make things really awesome. It's our choice. So at 55 minutes, we're at a wrap. I'm going to upload this. Hope you guys have a great day. Love you.